Hi, what's happening, y'all? It's your boy Rico from Street Scores, and I'm coming to y'all with a Washington Football Team 2021 review. This is the first episode of many. Today, we'll be discussing where the Washington Football Team finished in all of the power rankings by experts and commentators, ESPN, CBS, NBC, all of those type of places, Pro Football Focus. And we're also going to take a look at where our offensive line specifically finished according to Pro Football Focus and their final offensive line rankings. Again, this is episode 1 of many. The next episode will be our best draft picks from 2021, ranked from worst to best. And then I also have another episode where I'm going to break down all of the craziest stats from 2021 and a lot of our weird final rankings as far as random statistics go, like advanced statistics and all of those type of things. And another one is also going to be our best free agency signings, ranked from worst to best, just like the draft picks, but it'll be free agency signings, and how much they're getting paid will be calculated. That definitely determines a lot, because somebody who had a decent season and is getting paid a lot would definitely be ranked lower than somebody who had a decent season and is making little money. And before we dive into all of that, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell next to the subscription button so you get a notification immediately. And every time I release an informative and opinionated video just like this one, like I already said, I'm coming out with a mini series of Washington Football Team 2021 season reviews. I may even do some film sessions on certain players to take a look at how they played in certain situations, and did they develop throughout the season? Did they get better, or did they get worse, or did they just stay the same? So definitely stay tuned for all of the off-season content, of course with the live streams as well. And without further ado, let's get it. Alright, so for half of these ranks that we're going to talk about, they also come with a description. So I'll also read the description that goes along with the rank, because sometimes it explains why we received that rank that they gave us. Starting with ESPN, and then the description starts off with New Year's resolution, find a QB. There could be so many resolutions, starting with getting the new name right, but if Washington wants to win fans back, it'll take more than a new name. Fans need hope, and nothing provides that more than a quarterback. Washington needs to be aggressive looking for one, whether it's trading for an established veteran or finding the right guy in the draft. For many reasons, Washington fans have lacked hope for a while. Give them a reason to believe that perhaps next year will be better. The franchise has started 32 quarterbacks since last winning the Super Bowl after the 1991 season. No stat better explains why it has won only 2 playoff games since Dan Snyder took control in 1999. Find that guy. And that was a quote from John Keim on ESPN. Moving on to NFL.com, they have us ranked 26th. And they said, Week 18 offered a nice reminder that the Washington Football Team isn't particularly close to contention, but it's not the Giants either. The offseason will bring yet more speculation about the rotating door that is Washington's quarterback position. Taylor Heinicke has a ceiling of an above-average backup, but the Washington Football Team desperately needs a difference maker. Ron Rivera and company also have to figure out why the defense, pegged as a team strength entering the year, underachieved the way it did. Injuries and COVID-19 madness played a role, but the struggles went deeper. Then CBSSports has us ranked 25th in their final rankings. They said they had a chance against the Eagles, but they came up a little short. 2 consecutive division losses ended any chance that they had to be a playoff team, and that's fairly obvious. And then The Athletic has us ranked 25th as well. They said future MVP Terry McLaurin, the Scary Terry nickname, works for the wide receiver who devilishly corkscrews defensive backs while running one precise route after another. However, the home team fans are now petrified McLaurin might pass on a contract extension this offseason if Washington doesn't solidify his quarterback position. Leading the league in contested catches is cool, but not a party trick anyone wants to deploy this frequently. I completely agree. Get a quarterback before Terry McLaurin leaves. Then Sportsnot.com has us ranked 22nd. They said at least the Washington Football Team isn't the clown show of the NFC East. It proved to be a disappointing year for Ron Rivera and company, especially with quarterback Taylor Heinicke falling back to earth. But the franchise will get Chase Young back in 2022, and the front office should devote all of its resources to finding a long-term quarterback. I agree. NBCSports has us ranked 24th. They said Dan Snyder needs to give both his roster and stadium a massive facelift after part of the stands collapsed as Jalen Hurts was exiting the field last Sunday. Everything in DC is a mess. WalterFootball has us ranked 24th. He said the Redskins dominated the Giants despite poor play from Taylor Heinicke. I don't know what can be done about the Redskins quarterback situation in the offseason. The ultimate dream scenario would be for Russell Wilson to go there, but knowing them, they'll probably overpay for Ben Roethlisberger. And then El Paso Times has us ranked 25th. They said they've won exactly 7 games in 4 of the past 5 seasons. Though amazing how much worse 7 2021 victories felt compared to 7 2020 victories. Nothing a little rebranding can't fix, right? Then USA Today has us ranked 25th. Numberfire.com has us ranked 24th. EDS Football has us ranked 26th. Athlon Sports has us ranked 25th. FTN Bets has us ranked 24th. So does Power Rankings Guru. The New York Post has us ranked 25th. Then Pro32.ap.org also has us ranked 25th. OddsShark has us ranked 24th, and then Wolf Sports has us ranked 25th. And out of all of these rankings that we received from all of these various analysts and websites and companies, organizations, businesses, the best ranking we received was a 22 from Sportsnot, and the worst ranking we received was a 26 from NFL.com and EDS Football. So not very much disparity there, 4 spots of a difference, and most of them are basically 24 or 25. And it's also crazy too, because compared to us entering week 1 of this past season, the 2021 season, we were ranked as high as 12th from Bleacher Report and 13th from CBSSports. So man, we fallen. And then lastly, before we get up out of here, Pro Football Focus also ranked the top offensive lines to end the season. These are their final rankings. After the offseason, of course, they'll come out with a new ranking entering week 1 of the 2022 season. But as of right now, before the draft, before free agency, they have us ranked 6th out of the entire NFL. And when healthy, it's easily top 5. But I can see why they made us 6th with all of the injuries and everything. They have Charles Leno graded as an 81.1. Eric Flowers at 72, Chase Roulier 84.6, Brandon Sheriff 73.7, Cornelius Lucas 75.1, and Wes Schweitzer, even though he's technically not a starter, is ranked highly as well. And then they said Washington's offense should have been far better than it was this season given the platform the team was given from its offensive line. There was no weak link on the unit, especially in pass protection, and even the players who replaced injured starters acquitted themselves well. The dynamics did not shift a little with those injuries. Samuel Cosme, Wes Schweitzer, and Chase Roulier earned the 3 best run blocking grades, but each missed significant time. With the way our offensive line is set up, even some of our depth guys are really good and should be starting somewhere else. So I love the fact that we have an offensive line to build on, and I think us getting a quarterback, this is a right situation to bring him in. I still don't agree with waiting this long to get a quarterback, but I think Ron Rivera will achieve what he's wanted to achieve, and that's having at least a decent amount of weapons around him with Terry McLaurin and then Logan Thomas and J.D. McKissick when healthy, and if we bring J.D. McKissick back. And then John Bass is also going to contribute as well. DeAndre Carter showed a little something. And then we have a top 5 offensive line when healthy. So if a quarterback can't succeed in those conditions, where will they? When will they? So this is a good situation to bring a quarterback in. I definitely think it's time. But yeah, man, that's the end of this video. Please get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about everything discussed in this video. How do you feel about our final power rankings from all of these different websites and analysts? How do you also feel about our final power rankings compared to what we entered week 1 with being as high as 12? Now we're as low as 26 according to some rankings. And then also, how do you feel about our offensive line finishing 6th on the Pro Football Focus top offensive line rankings in the NFL? Remember, according to advanced statistics, we were top 3 for a nice portion of the season. Like through week 10, I believe it was the Rams, then the Eagles, then us, according to advanced statistics. And Pro Football Focus has always had its top 5. But then to end the season, I guess they're accounting for injuries as well, and whether or not these guys actually can stay healthy or not. Don't want to bet money on it. So they pushed us down out of the top 5, but only to number 6. A lot of people feel like it's doomsday and we need to rework the entire offensive line, but if healthy, it goes to show cross-referencing, looking at several different analysts and how they feel about offensive line. Everybody at least views us in the top 10. So that also lets us know that we need to focus on fixing other positions on this team. We need to definitely get long-term quarterback. We need to focus on figuring out a Mike linebacker, a free safety, and it would be nice to get another playmaker out there at receiver. But at the end of the day, one thing I do know is that offensive line is not one of our biggest weaknesses. It's arguably our only real strength going into this next season, because the defense did not live up to the hype at all. The offensive line only became less productive due to injuries. Our defense was fully healthy at one point and was still struggling. But yeah, man, definitely get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about all of that. And of course, man, I appreciate all the support, man. Shouts out to everybody that pulls up to the streams, everybody that donates to the streams as well. Really appreciate y'all. Shouts out to all of my sponsors, especially my Pro Bowl sponsors, whose name you see scrolling on the screen right now. Also, leave a like if you like this video, if you learned anything. And again, be on the lookout for more 2021 Washington football team review episodes. I'll be hitting y'all back to back with those. I'll catch y'all later. I'm out.